Welcome back to part 3 of my Halloween Decorate With Me series. Today, I'm adding lots of little details to make my kitchen feel like an authentic witch's kitchen. I'll be filling a tiny makeshift curio cabinet with Halloween treasures, styling a witch's apothecary cabinet, setting up a special fun space on the counter for the kids to eat, dressing up my tier tray, and adding a bubbling cauldron for that extra little bit of magic. I'm so excited, so let's get started transforming my home into a witch's cottage.
My heart did beat the second that I saw you.
I'm starting off with the coffee bar because it's such an important part of the kitchen and I want it to feel extra witchy for the season. So I'm taking my mugs that I had out for fall and I'm turning them around so we can see those gorgeous jack-o'-lantern faces. And now I'm adding in the black ones as well. I wasn't really sure what to do in this area because it's just a very tight area and I'm doing an apothecary and a curio cabinet and other things in another part of the kitchen. So for the coffee bar, I just decided to just add a couple of little things just to make it feel Halloween-y and witchy, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye open maybe for some other things that would work well here.
Halloween's enchanting veil. Candles flicker in the breeze so light. Ghostly shadows play as they take flight. Laughing witches on their brooms.
That screaming demon or lady, whatever it is, that was the first Halloween decoration I bought after I moved to California from New York. So I've had her for over 20 years and she's special to me. Charlie and Lincoln both used to be terrified of that thing. Actually, you can't hear it, but she makes this horrifying screaming sound. And it's just, I don't know, I just love it. So it wasn't feeling witchy enough to me, so I decided to add just some green moss, and I'm swapping out the cutesy pumpkin for a skull. I also took my little screaming lady down. I'm going to use her somewhere else. And I think eventually I take that cutesy little ghost down too, because I want to keep it more spooky than cute. I'm just kind of figuring things out here. So this is it for the coffee bar for now. I like it, but like I said, I want to find some more things that could make it feel a little bit more authentically witchy. But for now, it's good. It's the coffee bar of a witch who's celebrating Halloween. So here is the rest of my counter. I'm going to start by adding some cutting boards just to make it, look lived in. And I like this sign, this apothecary sign. That's my mother's jewelry box. It's very old, and I'm going to be turning that into a little apothecary. I took out the drawers, so it's just the empty jewelry box. And it's actually perfect, just the look of it, and it's the perfect size for these little bottles. I ordered these bottles last year. They actually all have little different crystals inside of them, but they just look perfect for a little witch's apothecary. I love incorporating pieces that have sentimental value and weaving family history into the decor. This is Love Potion from the world of Harry Potter at Universal Studios. And I got this Felix Felicis, the good luck potion as well. So I thought those would be cute to add to this apothecary. That's just a cute little jar with bay leaves in it. I know bay leaves are very useful to witches. I wanted to add a little moss just to give it that old feeling. I love how the moss just adds that pop of color. Now I'm adding some little bones. These are gorgeous ceramic cauldrons, and they were at the 99-cent store last year, and I loved them. I thought they would look cute in front of this little apothecary cabinet. Like, this is where she mixes up all her potions. Oh, I miss you, 99-cent store. It just didn't feel like Halloween this year without being able to go in there and find all the little treasures. And that's how that apothecary cabinet turned out, and I am in love with it. It's just so much fun, all the little things that to look at. It's just so fun. This is a beautiful witchy sign, kitchen witchery sign. And signs like that are great for hiding cords or just adding a little more color interest to the background. Again, I'm using this pumpkin riser. I used it for my fall decorate with me. And I have onions and garlic on there. But I always have onions and garlic around anyway, so that's, and ginger. But that just looks witchy to me, that ginger. It's all knurled and magical looking. So a lot of the time I try to cut out when I'm moving things back and forth. But in this video, I left some of that in just so you can see a little bit of my process. It's really just trial and error, you know? You just move things, adjust things until they feel right to you. There's no wrong or right, you know? It's just what's right to you. So this is a little advent calendar that doesn't have the drawers in, and I thought it would be cute to turn it into a little mini curio cabinet. I picked up some of these adorable miniatures from Michael's, and I was kind of imagining this as a witch's calendar. So every day these little treasures represent something that she has to do that day. So that's kind of how I was imagining this. Look at these little books. They're so cute, and they actually have little pages in them that you can flip through. I couldn't believe that. They're so cute. But I had so much fun styling this little cabinet, and I am going to keep my eye out because I think next year I would love to invest in a haunted house that I could actually decorate with little miniatures, you know, decorate all the little rooms. I was looking for one this year, but I didn't find one. So I'm hoping that by next year I will find one that I like, that I can turn into a cute little witchy dollhouse. Some of these miniatures I got at the Target dollar spot last year as well. And then some things I'm just using little trinkets that were laying around the house. Just things that I thought looked witchy and might represent something that a witch has to do that day.
Ghostly shadows lay as they shoot by, laughing witches on their brooms so high, underneath the starry sky, magic spins in merry swirls, in a world of witchy curls, bells and whistles in the air, oh, wind vacant space, spiders spell with, and take thee all our love begins, and the scars sparkled through, shall bend the real under moon. Stand his feet, please cease, they keep them nails, wrist to the root, whistle shaft for the chain of prisons of is when Leah heart try to shoot, that it's the corridor to kneel. On being of mud night, Claudel and Lewis, playful house.
Here it is. I love it so much. It's so cute. All these little adorable treasures to look at. I really love it, and I think it adds such an element of fun to this counter. I purchased that book holder on Amazon, and I thought that looked very witchy to hold spell books. This is not a spell book, it's my Harry Potter cookbook, but it works. It's not a witch's kitchen without some interesting little bottles. I wanted to add a lot of natural elements like plants and herbs, things that feel like they would really be in a witch's kitchen.
Music
So this is how this area of my counter turned out, and I love it. I just think it's so fun. There's so much to look at. All the colors, all the textures, all the different elements. I really feel like any witch would be proud to have this as her kitchen. I do wish I took those stickers off of those bananas, but that's okay. Let's just ignore those bananas for now. I feel like those bananas are stealing all the attention, so don't pay attention to those. I'm just hanging a little garland there on the wall, I think that's fun, give a little color there. Now I'm gonna do the tier tray. Since I've already used so many of my little bottles and little things for the apothecary cabinet and the curio cabinet, I was kind of running out of little items to put in here. So I just kind of scrounged up what I could, things that looked like they would be in a witch's kitchen. But yeah, I just wanted to fill it with things that a witch would need to grab while she was cooking up her potions. Here I am trying to figure out where to put that cute little ghost again. I think I wind up taking it off of there too. These bottles, I believe I got those at the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree, or no, I got those glass bottles at Michael's, and I put some dried florals in them, and then I used baby oil, and that's the way that you can kind of make those flower jars yourself. I think they last up to like 6 months, I believe. I've never done that before, and they turned out really pretty, except I noticed that the oil turned green from the flowers. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that happening, but I actually don't mind it, but you just can't see the flowers as well as you could originally. But it was a fun little craft that I did. Okay, there goes the ghost and the cute little pumpkin again. So these little candy dishes will eventually be filled with candy corns, but for now I just stuck the little Halloween candy bars in there. And this is how it turned out. It's cute. I'm gonna keep on looking for some more interesting items to put in there, but for now I like it. And this is one of my favorite purchases of the year. This was like 25 bucks at Walmart, and it's a bubbling witch's cauldron, and I love it so much. It's so fun. I mean, it kind of splatters everywhere and makes a big wet mess, but besides that, it's great. I love it. It changes color, and it's just so cool. I do wish that little plastic area, I don't know why they only have it in the center. I wish they could have designed it differently so it didn't look bizarre like that, but it's okay. Once it really gets bubbling, you don't really notice that plastic part is just in the center. And I'm just covering up the cord with that palmistry sign. And I believe I am done with this section of the kitchen. I did this about a week ago, and I've been having so much fun cooking in there, pretending to be a witch while I make dinner. So here's my little countdown to Halloween. And I'm adding one of those cinnamon brooms that smells so good. If you peek back there, you could see my living room decorated for Halloween. That's just a little sneak peek. If you want to see how I decorated my whole living room, the step-by-step, that's going to be in my next video. So make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can watch how I transform my living room into a spooky witch's living room. So now I'm setting up this special little spot for the kids to sit and have their breakfast or dinner. And I thought it would be funny to add this cauldron with some apples and then the severed hand and eye. Like, this is what the witch is gonna serve the kids up for dinner tonight. And then I got these cute little bottles. I think I got these at Walmart. And look, they light up. They're so cute. Even though my kids are getting older, I still like to get them cute little things like that will make them smile. And guess what? I found a spot for my cute little pumpkins. They make the perfect little centerpiece here on the plates, just to add a pop of color, and it looks so cute. And when the kids saw this, they smiled, and that's all I want. I just want this holiday to be fun. And I help to create that through decorating. I love this little towel. Work your magic. I had to get that for my witchy kitchen. I'm cooking some muffins in there. And then I'm gonna add my little Halloween towels here. Now I'm going to finish up the kitchen with my Lazy Susan. I'm adding dried eucalyptus with these black roses with the eyeballs in them. And okay, the little cutesy cookie jar, maybe it's not that witchy, but it's so adorable. And you know what? I think a witch would think it's cute too, so it's going there. And then that beautiful candle. And I love that wicker skull. And finally, this gorgeous crystal that my sister gave me. Okay, the last little finishing touch. Those pumpkin muffins are ready. And this witch's apothecary book. And we are done. I love it. So much fun and still functional. It just makes me smile every time I walk in here and see all the little details.
Halloween
Thank you so much for joining me as I transformed my kitchen into a witch's kitchen. I hope you enjoyed all of the little details and magical touches, and I hope it inspired you to decorate your home for Halloween. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. This is a new channel and I'm just starting out, so I would love it if you would subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And you don't want to miss part 4 of my Halloween Decorate With Me series, where I'll be taking you into the living room and adding even more enchanting details to create the perfect witch's cottage vibe. I'd love to know, what's your favorite detail so far? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, may your cauldrons always bubble and your broomsticks fly high. See you in the next video. Bye.